Sweetie, are you bored? Yeah, me too. You know, it's funny. They put out more TV shows and movies than even an Immortal could hope to consume, so you'd think we'd never run out of entertainment. But... yeah, these new shows are rough. I think it's safe to say the golden age of television is over. Like, there's still some good stuff, but less of it. And I'm getting tired of watching stuff anyway. Well, it might be worth it to start a new project. There are definitely handicrafts I haven't tried. But I'm feeling so bleh, I don't even want to bother. I know. We can't keep lying around like this. That kind of behavior makes an Immortal give up for real. Maybe we should do something more out there. Hey, you want to get divorced? No, I'm not saying I don't like being married to you. We wouldn't have lasted 3 centuries if I didn't. You know I wouldn't stay with you if I didn't want to. Well, the reason I brought it up is we've done so many things as a couple, countless things, but we've never gotten divorced before. We have no idea what it's like. I'm just kind of interested in what the process of divorce would be like. Oh, come on. Are you really worried about breaking our record? We're nowhere close to the longest marriage, and it's not as though we won't still be together anyway. We were together for decades before we got married for real. And, you know, we can always get married again. Yeah, the crazy thing is, even after you're divorced, they can't stop you from just getting married again. Like, you'd think they'd make that part of the deal, but no. You can get divorced and remarried as much as you want, to the same person. Just think of how chaotic it would be. Instead of having an anniversary, you could just have another wedding every year. Okay, yeah, that would get tiring. Maybe a wedding every 10 years, like a high school reunion. Oh, we've never been to one of those either. Maybe we should go. Right, one thing at a time. At the very least, I'd like to look into it. I've heard it can go so many different ways. You know, some of them are just mundane breakups that you have to tell the government about, but others, people are losing their house and their dog. It's nuts. No, you can't just say you'll give me the house. It has to go through mediation. I think. Right. Let me look some stuff up. I don't think we have to have lawyers, but it might be fun to get other people involved. It'd be like doing improv again. Okay, first things first. What do you have to do to get divorced? Okay, have to be legally married, got that. Official citizen, whatever. Your marriage has broken down. That's vague. I mean, I guess we can just say it has. Oh, wait. You can show your marriage has broken down if any of the following criteria apply. You have been living apart for 1 year or more. I don't want to do that. Looks like if we choose to live in the same house, we need a lawyer to help with that in the courts. Come on, there has to be other options. I was hoping because of no-fault divorce we could just say the vibes are off and get divorcing. What's the other criteria? Spouse has been mentally or physically cruel to you. Absolutely not. And your spouse has committed adultery? What, that's it? Why wouldn't you be able to get divorced whenever? Why would you have to wait a whole year except when your spouse is a dick? What if you've got other stuff to do? Right. I did want to see the legal process. I know these things take time, but spending a year apart isn't exactly legal proceedings. You only get to do those after. No, you know what? I want to see how ridiculous this gets. What do we need for the divorce? Forms and stuff? Let's see. If you want a divorce order, you must file your original marriage certificate with the court. Our original marriage certificate? Damn, that thing's barely holding together as it is. I'm not taking it out of its frame for that. Oh, wait, look at this. If your marriage certificate is not in English, you must have it translated by a certified translator. What kind of bullshit? Do you really need to translate that? It should be pretty obvious what it's for if it's got 2 names on it. Are they afraid people who aren't really married will get divorced? The Central Registry of Divorce Proceedings. That's a thing? Have to notify them. Oh, the court does that. To make sure no other divorce cases have been started for you and your spouse. Wow, they really are paranoid about people being overly divorced. If your divorce is granted, the court will issue a divorce order. Well, that does sound very official. Ooh, a divorce certificate? Once the court grants a divorce, the divorce order will state that the divorce is effective 31 days after the order was made. The certificate of divorce is proof of the date of your divorce. You or your former spouse may request the certificate of divorce from the court. Wow. Oh, but think about it. A divorce certificate. We could frame it and put it next to our marriage certificate. And the new marriage certificate when we get remarried. It'll be like a tribute to the lasting power of our love. Not even divorce could make us stop loving each other. Aw, you really don't want to? True. Even though we live long enough to not have our time wasted by it, it's still a hassle. And I don't want to live somewhere without you for a year. Not even for a divorce certificate. No matter how much I want one. Huh? That's brilliant! I can learn calligraphy and make us a divorce certificate. We don't need the government for that. Sweetie, you're a genius. And I'll make a new marriage certificate too, obviously. We should do another wedding to fill it in. Yay! Oh, that'll be so much fun. I'm gonna go get started. Oh, I love you, sweetie. Forever. I can't remember if something like this happened in 17776, but whatever. My divorce now.